Hi, Sagittarius. This is Aqua Moonlight. Thank you so much for stopping by. So, I am here to do your general life and love reading. This is going to be for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. So, we're just going to take a look here at what is coming in for you. What are you moving through, Sagittarius? So, this is going to be for both love and for life. So, we'll kind of take a look at both here in the next few weeks or so. So just take what resonates with you. It's not going to be for all of you. So just take it if it fits with you. If it doesn't, no worries. And also keep in mind that sometimes the roles can be reversed. It can pick up on somebody who's around you or close to you as well. So keep that in mind. Okay, so Spirit, what messages do we have, please, for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next few weeks? What are they moving through? What's coming in for them? What do they need to know in life and love? This is for whoever is tuning into the reading. What do we need to know here for Sagittarius in the collective? Okay, let's see. So what do we have here for you, Sagittarius? What are you moving through? We have the patience and planning in reverse, Seven of Pentacles. We have here the Ace of Swords. We have the throat chakra, and we have power, which is the strength card. So I definitely get this feeling with the Ace of Swords and the throat chakra. These are both very much about communication to me. And I'm looking beneath that, and we have the Three of Swords reversed, and we have the light, which is the sun. So there's this feeling I'm getting that a lot of you are either holding back on some communication with somebody, or someone's holding back on communication with you, is what I'm getting. Because we do have the Seven of Pentacles too, patience and planning. And actually at the bottom of this deck, we have the answers that you need are coming. So some of you, it is going to be about some form of communication that is pending here. We'll see kind of what else comes up. And actually at the bottom of this deck too, we have the dragonfly. Truth transcends illusion. So look at all this blue. And the dragonfly here too, and the sword. So there's definitely going to be some activation here within the throat chakra, within truth and around truth for you, Sagittarius. And I do feel like it's going to come in the form of answers. Some of you, this is going to be an answer that you are receiving just within your intuition. There's something with this Three of Swords too, heartbreak and loss and the light. It's like something is going to be made clear to you in terms of coming out of a difficult time, or even coming into truth about what really has been going on in a relationship, in love here. So with the power though, the strength card, that's where I kind of feel like there's this evaluation going on with the Seven of Pentacles. Some of you are going to be making the choice here though to stop investing in something with the Seven of Pentacles. And this is maybe where you're receiving your truth. And it could be with the strength to the power that you're really going to be standing true to that. And I think this is also reflected with your last reading too, but this is coming through here in the next few weeks, that whatever answer that you've been needing, I feel like you will have it, or there's going to be some form of clarity that you're going to have here. Yeah, we have a win-win outcome is forecast, full moon in Libra. So let's see what else we have here, because I do feel like it's sort of like the way this, you know, strength card is, the man and the lion. It does kind of feel a bit like there's a sense of restraint here, of needing to, either because there's a feeling of wanting to hold back that information because, maybe it's something that you feel is not good for you, or you feel like you need to kind of stop investing in something here. But I'm also getting this feeling of some unsaid things. So let's see here what else we have for Sagittarius. And this could be in the workplace too. It could be anything really, but it really feels like major decisions being made surrounding what are you putting your investments into? What are you planning for? What do you need to stop, putting your investment into? So there's a lot of that going on. So anything else for Sagittarius? What is this about? Yeah, we have the energy is gaining momentum, and we have here a fiery climax approaches. So this is some quick stuff, I feel. I do feel like there's going to be some accumulation of this energy gaining momentum. And that's what I'm getting with this Ace of Swords too. Beneath this, we have it's time to release negativity. So I do get the sense that with this Three of Swords too and the Sun, there's a feeling of really coming to, again, this kind of conclusion surrounding what do we need to release? What do we need to really pierce that sword about? And it could be somebody else who's connected to you as well. Again, it's going to depend on your situation, but I do feel like either way, there's a feeling of really wanting to release what no longer serves us, is what I'm getting here. And this is something that I feel is going to continue to gain momentum. We have full moon in Aries, so Aries could be significant here. We also have Leo. And it feels very fiery with that lion too. So even if it's not Leo, it just feels like something that is going to be coming to a conclusion with the full moon in Aries, but in a very fiery way. And that could be with the throat chakra and the power too, that this is a need to either communicate this truth or to come into like a bang about it, if that makes sense. Like there's something fiery about this. So let's see what else for, I was going to say Aries. What else for Sagittarius? And we'll look at love separately in a second. Anything else for Sagittarius in the next few weeks? What are you moving through? What's going on for you? We have sweet surrender. Yeah, so it does feel like that. It feels like there's a sweet surrender happening here. Can we confirm this Ace of Swords, throat chakra for Sagittarius? Listen well and fully. And we have act now in reverse, peaceful relationships in reverse. So the fact that we have listen well and fully, and we do have the throat chakra, I do feel like, again, this is going to involve some truth, whether it's just an internal truth or, truth from your guides or something, or this is going to be actually communicating truth here. But see, this is what I'm saying with the act now card. There's a feeling of holding back on this with the strength card too. And I don't know if it's let's see what else we have come through here, because I feel like it could be because there's a kind of an understanding of what needs to be held back on. What's with the Seven of Pentacles? Patience and planning in reverse for Sagittarius. Mindfulness in reverse, and we have open certainty. See, so there's something about like being at the right place to communicate or to come into this truth. There's definitely a holding back here, because with mindfulness, this is giving me the feeling of being prepared to take action, being sure, open certainty. So some of you may be going through a time here in the next few weeks to where you're wanting to take some time to figure something out in terms of this truth, okay? Or you could be connecting to somebody here who is also kind of waiting for the right time to communicate to you, or they're waiting for the right time to come into some form of resolution here. But there's definitely some form of opening with the open certainty here. Like things are going to be certain, things are going to be open with the peach here too. But there's a feeling of having, and it could be advice too, to not rush into something. So if you are wanting to, like if you have a truth here or you have some clarity about something, or maybe you even just have some words to speak to somebody. It's really about being a little bit more strategic, I feel, if this resonates with you, about what you need to bring into peace with your relationships. Like, is this going to bring peace? So if it doesn't, it's sort of about making some time, or taking some time to calm down, taking some time to be mindful before acting. And that could be vice versa too. Somebody else could want to be doing this too. But with the sweet surrender, that's kind of what it feels like. There's something moving into, it's like something is gaining momentum, and then there's going to be kind of a smoothing over here. Let's see what else we have. Yeah, ground thyself. So there's definitely a need here, I feel, to ensure that things are grounded. So let's see, anything else for Sagittarius? What is going on for you, Sagittarius, in the next few weeks? What do you need to hear? Look at that. You see clearly now. Ace of Swords. There's a lot of truth here. You're going to be seeing something very clearly if you have not already. That's very evident here. And the owl, you are going to pierce through the truth. Open certainty. And this is something that I feel is gaining momentum, or this is something that I feel is going to require you to kind of surrender. But it's also about you kind of being at peace, I feel, with whatever this truth is, or you're being encouraged to. Yeah, we have the horse spirit. I think this came through for Libra as well. I think it was Libra. So this is about freedom. This is about finding freedom after the truth. And that's definitely what I'm getting, the surrender here too. So it's almost like if you've been in a period of confusion, Sagittarius, things are going to be made clear to you. And from what I'm seeing, it is going to involve, I feel, it is going to involve a sense of liberation. Let's get one more and then we'll look at the details of this here. One more card for Sagittarius. Time to collaborate. So let's look at this. I'm going to look at love here. So can we confirm what's going on in love for Sagittarius? Or any other details of what this is about? Sagittarius, next few weeks. We have the runner. Runner in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy and listening to the ego. We do have twin flames at the bottom. Sagittarius, anything else for you in love? And the coffin. Yeah, I kind of do get for a lot of you that this is somebody here who I feel you're coming into truth about an ending for the most part. Okay, or this has already been an ending that has happened here. It says actually liberation. It says endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, and transition. So certainly with the horse spirit and the owl and the ace of swords and open certainty, a climax approaches, it does feel like you are going to be liberated by the ending of something. And I feel for most of you, it's going to be in the form of you ending maybe an entire relationship. It could also be ending an aspect of a relationship or like a cycle. So there's like one cycle ending, I feel, and it's going to come with a crash here, or something is going to be made evident and clear with the fiery climax here. And with the Seven of Pentacles reverse, it's been something that has been maybe a little bit uncertain for a while, or it's been in a period of stagnation. There could have been somebody here who is afraid of intimacy. They could be running from the connection. And this might be somebody who you consider maybe a twin flame, or you both have aspects of each other. So what is the outcome here for Sagittarius in love? Where are things heading? Yeah, I feel for most of you, this is more going to be a time for you. We have not today, and we have separation and healing heart. Okay, so for a lot of you, it's going to be more of you freeing yourself from a relationship. It doesn't have to be permanently, but you're going to be you're you're going to be coming into clarity about how you need to possibly take some time away or take some time apart here. Because we have not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, boundaries, still angry. And that's kind of what I was getting with that strength card too, and the throat chakra. So there's something about a truth, but then maybe either you are not wanting to communicate or somebody's not wanting to communicate with you. There's something like this here, like an avoidance of the actual maybe it could be the avoidance of an actual conversation, or this is the avoidance of like a deeper meaning to something. And so it feels like, yeah, it's a very interesting energy, because with this separation too, it's like this kind of feels like a situation that's not totally closed up with the Seven of Pentacles, but there's no, let's see here, anything else for Sagittarius? Because we do have that card, time to collaborate, the ant. Let's see, anything else for Sagittarius to confirm this information that's coming in for you, what's going on for you, Sagittarius, in the next few weeks? We have no, you are trying too hard. Anything else for Sagittarius next few weeks? Release your fears and go for it. Incredible abundance will soon manifest. Yeah, we have the Judgment card here. So there's definitely a call of judgment that's going to be happening, very much so. And here we have the Three of Pentacles. So we do have that time to collaborate too. So it's very similar meaning. This could be somebody maybe you work with, or this could be somebody you are looking to collaborate with in terms of building something. It could be romantic, it could be platonic, it could be within work. And there's going to be some form of call of judgment here about this. Open certainty. So what's coming in here for Sagittarius? The Death in reverse. Here's Judgment, Three of Swords. So again, judgment is coming through. So what is the outcome here for Sagittarius? The Ten of Wands. The Knight of Swords. Yeah, I do get that there's going to be a lot of needing to, well, first of all, with the Judgment and the Three of Swords reverse, I did see that Three of Swords, actually it's still here. Three of Swords reverse and the Sun, the light. So this is definitely coming out of heartbreak. It's coming out of a painful situation here and being able to see the light. Look at the light here too, the Judgment. So again, there's a clear indication here that if you have been in confusion about something, or maybe you've even been struggling to heal or to let something go, I do feel like with the judgment here, it's going to be, again, the judgment call is going to be made, which to me is also very powerful with the Pluto energy too of judgment. It's really about having to look at ourselves. It's really about having to come into very deep truths. It could even be indicated of clearing karmic debt, clearing a karmic relationship, and having to either evolve or repeat, you know. So I do feel though with the death to come through, and we have the death, the judgment, and the Ten of Wands. So there's a lot of endings of cycles happening here. But I do get the sense with this Ten of Wands and the Knight of Swords that it's almost like going back to the way this Knight of Swords is going back to the Ten of Wands. Like there's a lot of stress here. There's a lot of pressure here, and it almost feels like things are just keep repeating themselves. And this is why the freedom is here, needing to liberate ourselves from what is keeping us tethered, what is keeping us in a cycle that maybe keeps going around and around. So I do feel like there could be some communication here, Knight of Swords, but it does kind of feel a little bit like of a harsh communication here. Seven of Swords just flew out. Yeah, I do get the feeling here for a lot of you, Sagittarius, if you resonate with this, that it's going to be more of a time for you to find freedom right now. Okay, if you find yourself in a situation like this to where somebody here you're coming into truth about, you're coming to clarity about this, it's more of your own truth. It's more of your own process. And there's a feeling more of having to release yourself from this pain, maybe, or from this truth here. Because there's an avoidance of something with the Seven of Swords and the Death in reverse. But I don't really think that's you. I think you're kind of moving through that process. Anything else for Sagittarius for the outcome? Yeah, nothing will come out of the situation. And we have nothing is yet set in stone. So it's a very, yeah, I do feel like with this, nothing will come out of the situation. However things are being approached, it's going to reach a momentum. It's going to reach a head here. And there's something that's not working with the Ten of Wands. There's no forward movement here with that. And I feel like with this, nothing is yet set in stone. This is more about being flexible in terms of what is next for you in your life. So maybe being more flexible with the incoming energies in the future, or, you know, being more flexible with what's to come. It's like this is not yet set in stone necessarily, but I do feel like there's definitely an ending here. Sagittarius, anything else? Okay, that's too many cards. I'm not going to take all those. Let's just get one card for Sagittarius to confirm here. Okay, same card came out. Connect with nature. You are rejuvenated and inspired by spending time outdoors. So that card definitely wanted to come through. I do feel like this is about staying grounded. We do have ground yourself that came through here too. Anything else for Sagittarius? We have choose a new direction. We have compromise here. So that's kind of what it feels like too. It feels like if you are dealing with a relationship, or you're dealing with somebody, whoever it is, it could be family, it could be work, there's a need to come into some form of compromise with this time to collaborate too. But what I'm getting from this energy is that something, the way things are happening now, is not working. And, you know, that could be an indication that in the next few weeks or so, you are going to be coming into that conclusion. And then from that point on, that's why it's saying here, yeah, there's something better. It's like something better is going to have to be fluid here to come in, if that makes sense. So, for example, if you are dealing with a connection or relationship that you again, you're coming out of maybe a painful situation, you're coming out of heartbreak, maybe somebody else is coming out of heartbreak, but something has not been peaceful within love, something has not been, peaceful here. You're going to be seeing the truth, but I do feel like there's a need for more of a methodical, maybe slower approach here. So if you feel like you need to quickly rush in to communicate with that Knight of Swords, or this is somebody else here, it's kind of being done too hastily. There's a need to ground. There's a need to come into conclusions, compromise, come into more of a peaceful place, I feel. And so I feel like for a lot of you, you are going to be finding freedom from whatever this cycle has been. And if this is somebody who, you want to work things out with, or you want to build on a connection with this person, it's going to have to be done in a different way. It's going to have to be done in a way that maybe in the future could change. But right now doesn't seem to be the best time for this. It's more about the healing. It's more about having to be open to a different approach here, because nothing is going to come out of this. Yeah, not today. Somebody doesn't want to deal with the conversation, or they don't want to deal with the compromise or the relationship right now. So you are being advised to know that there is something better for you waiting, in whatever way that's going to be. This is just the current energy. So it's not really set in stone like this card says here. It's that's what I'm seeing here. So let's get the final card for you here to confirm the, let's see. Let's get one of these for the final card or outcome, because it's definitely a time of healing the heart primarily, with the Three of Swords to come through twice and the healing heart here. So it's basically like more about finding freedom from a cycle, more about finding freedom from the truth that is very evident here, and not investing in maybe empty things or empty promises, with the Seven of Pentacles here to be in reverse. Finding a sense of freedom. This man is very weighed down, very pressured by all these wands. So with that Death in reverse, something feels like it's a hamster wheel right now. So what is the final card or maybe advice for you? The sacral chakra, the Ace of Cups in reverse, and here we have the Ace of Wands, which is very similar here to the sacral chakra. I feel like for this to be the advice with the sacral chakra here and this mutable water too, it is about being more fluid and open with your emotions, and also balancing your emotions as well. Because I do feel like with this passion ignited, there is going to be some form of passion ignited or spark that's going to come through for you. But the Ace of Cups is here in reverse. Love begins. So this is kind of why I feel there's a depleted cup of love at the moment that needs to be rebalanced and restored in order to allow a new beginning to take place. And I think this is going to start on a self level. For the two ones to come through, it is going to be a new beginning that's going to wait for you in some way. But this whole thing like has to be cleared first. There's going to be a need to come into compromise first, a need to come into clarity first, and choosing a new direction that's going to be something better for you in whatever way this is. But it's like the end of one cycle, the end of one phase here, into the next phase. So I hope this could help you, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you next time. Much love.